Thinking out loud, ne? I don't know if you have seen it or if you have noticed, but what I've seen is that there's a lot of inequalities in the world. A lot of inequalities in the world. Right? I'm sure you have seen it. There's actually a book that was written many, many years ago. I think we did it in high school or in primary school. I don't even remember when I did it, but I remember the message. And I remember one of the laws that were in that book, right? The name of the book is Animal Farm. I don't know if you have done it, but I have done it some point in school. So the law that they put there is that all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others, right? So these that were more equal than the others was actually the pigs, right? They were running the farm. And if I look at the message of that book, which was written by George Orwell, I mean, that was in the early 1990s, early 1900s or something. It's, for me, a representation of how the world is or where the world looks, right? So some animals are more equal than the others. That must ring, eh? And I'm sure by now you should realize it too. If you don't realize it, I don't know which world you are looking at and how you are looking at it. But then I get to ask myself, is the inequality that exists in the world, is it man-made or is it God-made? Right? But if I want to really find out that, I need to look at God, right? How he expresses himself. And one thing about God is that I'm not an expert on the Bible, but I try. And I know this verse that says, if you really want to know God, look at the things that he has created. So which means that what he has created, which is nature, is an expression of himself, an extension of himself. Okay. Then from there, I go look at the jungle, right? Only God created the jungle, and the ecosystem that happens in the jungle. If you look at what is on top of the food chain and what is the bottom of the food chain, if you look at all the animals, right? At the top of the food chain, you have the lion. If you try to touch the lion, you're gonna get it, yeah. And then you look at the bottom of the food chain, you have grasses, right? And the grasses are eaten by impalas, and impalas are eaten by other carnivores, and the whole cycle works like that. But in that ecosystem, you are able to see that there's the weak and there's the strong. And the strong feed on the weak. If you have done biology or life sciences, right, you will know a guy called Charles Darwin, which did a study and then he concluded about what is called the natural selection. So in the natural selection, what it means is that is the survival of the fittest, the survival of the strongest, and that the weak in that environment will not survive. So if you see that in nature, it seems to me that inequality is by design. Right? It seems to me that from the beginning, we were not created equal. That's my opinion, right? You have your own opinion. Is it fair, the inequality? Or is it not fair? That's for you to say. But somewhere along the line, it seems that it is by design. So what do we need to do? Because this world is filled with the fit people that feed on the weak people. To me, it seems that we need to learn to be strong. To me, it seems that we need to empower ourselves with knowledge. Because from where I stand, the people that are running things, the people that are running the world, is because they have some sort of information that we, the weak, or we that are fed on, do not have. So it seems to me that we need to make an effort to try to find out what do they know that we don't know. I mean, if you just look at the gap between the rich and the poor, it continues to grow. Will it ever stop? I mean, if we are counting in numbers, right? We have 1% of the people running the world. 1%. 1%. What do they know that we don't know? There's something they know. And we are ignorant to try to find out what they know that we don't know. I mean, we are all running after money, right? Do we know how it's created? Do we know how it works? I mean, most people that are actually poor are there expressing themselves as rich people. Are they expressing themselves to be rich people, but they are broke? And that exercise of expressing themselves as rich but broke makes the rich richer. I mean, the clothes you wear, what brand you wear, Gucci, Fabiani, I don't even know some of these big names. But what brand do you wear? And you are busy showing off that you wear this, right? And you are making that brand bigger, right? Rather than even supporting the people that are hustling within your community, but you are supporting somebody you have no idea who it is. Somebody you don't even know. You know, there's something I admire about the Muslim guys. They support each other. And if there's something they do well, is to keep the wealth between themselves. But you wear Gucci, right? You wear Louis Vuitton. Who are those people? Why can we not empower our own? Right? Why can we not empower ourselves together as a people to move forward and be proud of who we are and be strong together and not let people from outside to feed on us? Unless we realize such things, we're going to continue to be the weak that the strong feeds on. I mean, we really need to learn to be strong. You might have your reasons or your excuses, right? That you say to yourself and you believe them, of that makes you poor, that keeps you poor, right? And the excuses might be valid, and that's true. But so what after that? You still need to go beyond that. One of the reasons why the 1% rule the world is that they create money out of nothing. And you run after that money. Right? One of the facts in the financial system is that 97% of money that is available is actually credit. Where does the word credit comes from? It comes from a credere word in Latin, which means to believe. Money itself does not have any value. So if we are to become strong, we need to understand the ways of how to create money. Because money in itself, it does not have any value. It's just a paper value. But that's a topic for another day, right? Because it goes all the way to 1971. But I don't want to get to that. But you need to understand. Because Henry Ford says, in order to run the world, you need to understand how the financial or the monetary system works. If you don't know how it works, everything will not go well for you. Because this financial system is based on credere, to believe, is based on credit. If you don't understand how credit works, you are going to be the one with the bad debt. You are going to be the one that is highly indebted. Because 97% of available money is credit. Who do you think have that credit? It will be you. Because you don't understand how the financial system works. I mean, this might be offensive to some people. And I'm sorry if this is offensive to you. In addition, I'm sorry that if this offends you and you just stay on the point of being offended and not take the message to move forward, to move your life to a positive direction, then I'm sorry you're not going anywhere. But if this message resonates with you, that you feel the need, that you need to do something got to change. You gotta learn how to be strong so that the strong doesn't feed on you. I always say in this channel that we are trying to empower you with knowledge so that you are the driver of a financial situation and not the passenger. That is very intentional. Because if you are a passenger, the destination that you're going to reach at is not the destination that you would like. But if you are the driver, you're going to drive to a destination that is good for you, that makes more financial benefits for you. Right? Because somebody else is not going to just be driving you to where they want you to be for their own benefit. By the way, if you have not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Share this video with your friends, right? With your family. This information might be helpful to them. Let me end it here. This is just a food of thought. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.